welcome back to Game Vine, and my name is Dave, and another Cat Week video I'm bringing to you, and this one is kind of a stretch. I don't know if it belongs on the channel, but I want to extend Cat Week as long as I can, so I'm going to tell you my favorite 5 cats in pop culture. The famous cats of our life. Which one do I like the most, and do I think stick out in the majority of the masses' mind? Well, I'm going to tell you. Let me go ahead and get into numbers. Alright, so number 5 is a cat that just blew up because of the internet. Yes, who I'm talking about is Grumpy Cat. Tons of memes, and man, I did laugh a few times when I first seen this cat, though it did get old after a while and stale. Now he is passed away, so rest in peace, Grumpy Cat. But that's why he is 5 on the list, he or she, because again, it was funny at first, though it did kind of fall off towards the end there. Okay, so number 4th, in my opinion, of favorite cats in pop culture is Garfield. Yes, I watch Garfield and Friends, and I remember that little egg with the legs that's running around, and it was a great cartoon and a decent comic in the newspaper, and there are a few games out there that I haven't played, but Garfield is just... everyone knows who this lasagna-eating cat is. I like that the movie came out with Bill Murray actually as the voice, perfect fitting. It's just, yeah, I think if you talk about, if somebody would ask you, give me a famous cat cartoon person, you would get Garfield, and I can't remember the his reverse. It's another little orange cat that is escaping my mind. It's not Felix. It might be Felix, but that just proves my point. I can't remember that cat, but I can remember Garfield, and that's why he is on the list. Another cat that I can't remember is not. So let me go ahead and go over to number 3 and tell you what that person is. What that cat is. Kind of a person, cat, humanoid cat thing. This is Tony the Tiger. Great is number 3. Yes, it's a big cat. I don't want to just restrain it to domestic cats. This cat here is a energized cat that is in my memory from my childhood, and I love Frosted Flakes, very good cereal, but he's an inspiring cat, and he has such a great voice, and he's super chunky. So if I was ever going to go to you know, do a rough place in the neighborhood, I would want to bring this cat with me out of all the ones that I'm picking out of this list. Now, with that being said, let's go on to the other ones on the list, and I'll tell you my number 2. Alright, number 2 is my favorite just because of comedy and how much I watched these movies when I was young, even though I probably shouldn't have. Austin Powers, I watched a lot of those, and what cat is in there? Mr. Bicklesworth. And I'm not a huge fan of skinless cats, but the name is just so silly, the movie is just so silly, and the fact that there was a mini Mr. Bicklesworth just solidified him as one of my favorite cats in pop culture. So he's number 2, and I mean, the moment I heard Frau say I had a clone, I knew it would be safe because I'd never be alone. I mean, come on, that movie's just great. Okay, so let's get on to the number 1 cat of all time, in my opinion, in pop culture. Let's go. Alright, so I really had to settle on one or the other. It was either Simba, but it was Mufasa. I had to pick Mufasa because he is what I idolize in a strong lion. Now, Simba's a little bit angsty. He did grow and did kind of make a lion man of himself, but I feel like Mufasa always had it in him, and he, even when his kids would go off to the elephant graveyard and almost kill themselves, he was able to be mature, teach his son a lesson that did, in fact, save the whole pride in the end, based on just relaying this message to Simba in a calm, collected, cool manner, because that is how real parenting is done. You get it, Mufasa, and that's why you are number 1. Rest in peace, my good man, or my good lion, or my good cat. So, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Again, this is a silly list. I didn't know if I wanted to make it or not, but I did anyway, and I hope it was very fun for you. Leave down in the comments below your favorite pop culture cat, so maybe I make another list if you can compile enough. But until the next time that I see everyone, I have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. Click a like and subscribe, but I'm out, Vine Nation. Bye. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.